Alright, I'm not going to have the blinds put together properly with the Velcro for this trip. So I stuck those up there as just kind of points where I could clamp stuff on, and just kind of a get me by measure.
Well, I thought I'd zip out to the house and check the mail. She had them change the mailbox lock. I can't get my mail, and the stuff that she is forwarding is about 2 months behind. I think it's time to hit the road.
The Tigers going for the sweep, and we are here.
And we're stopped in the town of Truro. Guess we're about an hour outside of the HRM, or out of Dartmouth. And just gonna grab a couple of little things at the Sobeys, and I think hit the road again. I'm not sure. I went into Sobeys, went into Canadian Tire, check some stuff out. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here by this park, right by the river here in Truro. Nice spot. People come and relax and watch the tidal bore, watch the animals. And I'm just going to take this time to cook me up a little bit of food. Well, I had something to eat, watched some funny stuff on YouTube, washed my face, and now I'm ready. Head on down the road. I'm not sure how far I'm going, but I'm going anyway. It's pretty. Alright, I drove through to Canso, right at the bridge going into Cape Breton, and I stopped and went into the store and used the washroom. It's a big Irving here, and a big commercial Irving. So this is where the trucks are coming through to fuel up, grab a new CB microphone and a jacket, and then head on back out on the road. And I was talking to the guy for a few minutes, and I asked him, is it okay to overnight here? And he goes, we don't make a fuss about it, as long as you can find a place that's out of the way of the big trucks coming through for fuel. And it's very clear as to which path they use to go around the entire property. And the big fuel pumps are at the back. They're not at the front with all of the ones that we would use. And so, as you could see in that last shot, there was somebody already pulled in. That's why I thought I would ask him, is it okay? Yeah, he says, no big deal, just stay out of the way of the big trucks. And so that is exactly what we will do. Now, if you're thinking of stopping here, you should go in and ask. And if you want a nice quiet place to sleep, this is not it. This is going to be heavy truck traffic all night. And I'm kind of used to that. I don't expect to have an issue sleeping here. Yeah, like when I'm at my friend's driveway plugged in, like these two Blue Eddy things are running, and so it's a constant, they're quite loud, especially if there's two of them there, the adapters. They're both fan cooled, and so it's a pretty big drone. Here, trucks are going to come and go, and that big rumble sound, I think I'll be okay with it. It's not late. It's only, not late for me, it's only 9:30. So I might try and do a bit of editing and just kick back here. And I thought, like, I could keep driving, but it's like, this is a good place to stop, and it'd be nice to drive through some of the fall colors tomorrow in the colors where you can see them rather than in the darkness, because the turning of the colors is well underway, we're probably not at a peak, but yeah, it'd be nice to see some of that. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do a little editing on the computer maybe, and just kind of kick back and relax. My battery died. So something that I was going to talk about. So when I was a young feller, I used to have these plaid doe skins. I don't know how good you can see that. See it better? Just red. Now this is like a fleece or something. This is not like the old doe skin that we had. I don't know which color rendition is better for you. Just the old black and red checked. And a couple of years ago I splurged and I bought I think like 2 or 3 flannel shirts at like Costco or something. And there's something about flannel, I don't know, when you're in a state of depression or trauma all the time, you kind of every once in a while find something that kind of makes you feel good, and you just kind of gravitate to it. And it was minimal flack for that, surprisingly. Actually, there might have been flack and I didn't even know. But anyway, burn hole. Sitting around the fire there last weekend at the van meet, and I got a burn hole there because they're just throwing logs in, right? Anyway, getting distracted. So anyway, the whole flannel, and so like I say, when I was young, I had the we called them doe skins, but they're just like a heavy, dense flannel, I guess. And they were always checked like green and black or red and black or whatever. And I still have pictures of myself in the archives with those on, and a big cat power diesel hat on, and I don't know, there's something comforting about flannel, you know. And so anyway, I had wanted one of these, you know, nice fleecy. This one's fleece lined. This is all. This would be all poly. Whatever you call it. Poly. What's the word? Polyester. That's what it is. Polyester. 100% polyester. And but it's a nice, it's a fleecy feeling, and the density of this, because it's backed right with this fleecy stuff, is pretty decent. But I've been kind of looking for better versions of this, because I think this one was like $20 at Costco or something, and that in Nova Scotia, that's really cheap. But anyway, so I just kind of love this stuff, and I'm not good at making these kind of decisions because I wasn't allowed to make those decisions for so long. But I keep looking for a better version of this. So I wanted one that has like the built-in winter hood, and they have one at Canadian Tire, and they're on sale right now for $51, and that's why I went to Canadian Tire today. That, and to read the label on engine degreaser, and there was a lot more restrictions on that degreaser than I was going to jump on right now, but I do want to try and clean up the engine a bit. Anyway, they had these with the built-in hood, and then it was like a fake double jacket where it's a zipper, and then on this part it's snaps, but it's all one jacket. You can't take it apart, and but the quality of it was not for $50. It normally is like $65, but so I liked the design, but the quality wasn't there. So then they had some other ones at Canadian Tire where the hood snapped on, And I always found anything that had a detachable zipper typically more trouble than it was worth for an everyday wear. And so anyway, I just went to the Irving, and they have their version, Woodsman, or no, I forget what the brand is that they have on it. Anyway, they're $75, but the quality is like this. It's quite dense, and it has the built-in hood, but the hood is sewn right in flush to the jacket, and there's no collar at all. So that's a completely different look. So I liked the quality. It was a little bit, oh, and it was a zipper, no snaps, just a single zipper. I didn't jump on it. It was $75 plus tax. You're not going to get any smoking deals at the gas station. This brand is Realtree by Boston Traders, made in China. I'm quite sure. Let me double check. I think everything like this is made in China. Yep, made in China. And anyway, so I've been kind of on the search for the perfect flannel light jacket, and I don't even know that it looks good on me, and I don't know whether to get the kind of the white and black, or like that kind of gray and black, or the red and black. To me the red is like, I don't know, it just grabs my eye like red does, as opposed to, say, the gray and black, which is more passive. And but anyway, yeah, so when I go into a place and I see that they have some of these red and black jackets, I'm just like, oh, what do they got? And I'm overlooking, and I don't even know that it's the right kind of jacket for me. I like throwing this on. It's nice and warm, kept me warm there last weekend. And I mean, even tonight, like, we're going to go down to 4 degrees Celsius tonight. And this van holds the heat quite well, like right in here. Like right now outside it's cold, like really cold. And in here, like, I got the door open because it is too warm. Anyway, so that's my little spiel about, and this has always been kind of a fascination to me. And no, it's not because of Van Plus Matt. Van Plus Matt is right into Dixon stuff, and I think Dixon comes out like these custom limited edition flannel shirts, and like I think they had a Metallica shirt and like maybe an Eddie Van Halen shirt, like, and grabbing the colors from those kind of projects, and they're limited runs, and I had no idea. Man, that's awesome. A flannel shirt company that's jumping on these trends and creating these, awesome colors with something that you need anyway. You have to buy shirts, so why not buy cool shirts? My other fascination, in fact, sometimes when I would show up to practices or gigs or whatever, I could see people be looking to see what shirt I had on, because I would always have these vintage rock and roll shirts or something with some comedic thing on it, and I just remember some people like, oh, what shirts you got on, and then somewhere along the way, when life was going in the hole, I just went and bought all these black, packs of black, some are round neck, some V-neck t-shirts at Costco. These are just Kirkland, and I kind of like the material. Like they're light, and I don't know, they serve the purpose for this point in my life. But now all these ads come up on different social media platforms, and they are showing me t-shirts, and I'm flipping through. Okay, where's the cool one? Oh, I like that one, and you get 10 more junky ones. Oh, I like that one. That one resonates with me, or it's funny enough to have, or whatever. And so it would be really cool to kind of get back into the whole shirt shirt thing where, you know, funny t-shirts and nice flannels and all that. And so if you're if you're into sponsoring, or you know, if you got shirts you want to hawk and you want me to wear them, if I'm okay with the design, or I can't even say okay, I really have to be into the design. You know, a nice scene across, you know, the mountains and the blue water, and then an X-wing fighter coming out of the sunset. To me, that's kind of, I like that. And you know, stuff that's funny or amusing, stuff that makes people, you know, trigger some little bit of happiness in their brains. And I have like vintage radio station shirts, and I still have a lot of this stuff, and I kept a lot of it, and I'm now starting to get approaching down into the weight range that I need to be to actually wear those shirts, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. So it's like, you got to keep losing weight, get that gut down, get the physique looking like something you'd actually want to hang a shirt on, and hopefully get, you know, eventually get into shirts that make people smile. Though there's one that's you see on the internet right now that says something like like they're selling hoodies, and it says, "To the person behind me, the world is a much better place with you in it. Sincerely, the person in front of you," or something like that. And you know, that's really nice. And I'm just not gonna get all emotional about it. I'm just gonna do some editing. Okay? Talk to you soon.
Are you beaten, broken, destroyed, got nothing left? You've given up and you feel like checking out? Don't. Start thinking outside the cage.
We think we know a lot in life, but we don't know the half about what people go through, how they wind up on different paths. I knew him in the crowd over the evil he endured, not knowing how to cope, not knowing what's in store. A man of good virtue, something lost on this world, how to move on after the loss of his girl. He lives within the days when she was still there, the gleam in her eye, the perfume in her hair. She'd call out his name and he would respond, and now there's just silence. He can't see beyond. He's lost without the girl. Things are piled to the ceilings, there's barely room to walk. It's hard to stop by, there's no room to sit and talk. When she was ripped away, lost desire to even bathe, or how to cook a meal, it's not the part of him that was saved. The memories overwhelming, they drop the tears.